I saw a man come down the shaft, but he was armed and he looked like a looter. If he makes it into the city and starts attacking people, he'll break the dwarves' law, and who knows what will happen. You have to stop him. Everybody, go home and lock your doors.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Skyrim. I'm Crix. This is X Blood Moon X. If you like any of my videos, hit the like button. If you want to see more or get notified whenever I publish new ones, hit subscribe and ring that bell. Alright, y'all. Let's get into it. We are back in Skyrim, and we're going to be working on the next part of the Forgotten City. So hopefully we won't run into any more bugs. I already ran into one that caused me to have to reload the game. Sucks, but I mean, it happens, right? So no worries. Okay. Alright, let's get outside. We need to go talk to, what was that dude's name? Brawl, I think? Yeah. It's really easy to get lost in these places. And that is somebody's room. Took a wrong turn. Okay. Ah, there we go. Alright, so we're looking for Brawl. See, that looked like it was going down. Yeah, okay. Hopefully this is the exit. Alright, cool. Nice. Now, I want to say Brawl's house is right there. I'm avoiding her. She's the one that said they was looters. And then the quest line didn't update. We got stuck. So we're gonna bypass that. Just avoid her. How you doing, bro?
Hello, neighbor. Would you like to hear about my research?
Sure. What's your story?
My story? What a strange question. You presuppose that my life is a simple linear sequence of events which can be summed up in a verbal narrative? Well, that's nonsense, of course. First, most of it was so long ago I barely remember. Second, you would have to assume that the account I give you is biased heavily in my favor, and is therefore quite unreliable. And finally, my story is really much less interesting than this mysterious place. Now, do you have any sensible questions, or can I get back to work?
Just wanted to know what you do and where you're from.
Well, why didn't you say so? I research Dwarven history and technology, and I'm originally from Kragenmoor in Morrowind. Any other questions?
Let's see. What can you tell me about the laws here?
Well, the dwarves who built this city left inscriptions in the citadel, which translate to, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." My research leads me to believe that if a single member of our community sins, it'll trigger an event, killing us all. I believe such an event occurred some years ago, which is why Metellus found the city littered with burnt corpses. But to this day, there are many questions we simply don't have answers for. How is the dwarf's law still being enforced? How does it work? And we may never know, as long as nobody attacks or steals from anybody else. Until we know more, We all need to be on our best behavior.
Why would you stay in a place like that? Where there's a constant threat? Do you know anything about time travel?
Time travel? You know, as it happens, I do. It was a great obsession of mine for years after my wife passed. I thought if I could go back, I gave up on that idea a long time ago. But recently the Jarl has asked to see my research notes. How strange that you should now take an interest too. Can I ask what the nature of your interest is in this unusual subject?
I've traveled here from the future and I want to go back.
I don't quite know what to say to that. How can I put this charitably? Perhaps you're tired and emotional and need some rest. But I always enjoy discussing my theories with a receptive mind, so I'll humor you. What did you want to ask?
If you traveled to the past, how would you return to the present?
For argument's sake, if you found yourself in that position, you'd have only two options. To live out your days in the past, or force a paradox. A paradox, you see, would involve changing the past so as to prevent the events which caused you to travel back in time in the first place. But you'd be taking a big risk by doing that. Who knows what the consequences would be? Some say that whatever you do, it will lead you right back to the future that took you back in time in the first place. An eternal loop, if you will. But me, I believe that creating a paradox should fling you back to your original time, having changed the past for you and everyone else.
How would I create a paradox?
Well, let's say for argument's sake that you really have traveled here from the future. You could create a paradox in a few different ways. Essentially, you could do anything that would remove your means or motivation to return to the past. For example, you came here to achieve some goal. Achieving that goal would mean you will never have been motivated to come here. A paradox. Or, if the thing that allowed you to travel back in time is still here, as a past version of itself, you could simply destroy it, I suppose. That would mean, of course, that you will never have been able to travel back in time. Another paradox. But doing so can have terrible consequences. But if you really are from the future, as unlikely as that is, telling me or anybody else what happens next could have disastrous consequences too. I think it's best if we talk about something else.
Alright, what's the big glowy orb thing above us?
That is the sun under the ground. Or at least that's how it's referred to in the dwarven text we've managed to translate. I must confess, I haven't the faintest idea of how it works. But it seems to be giving us light and allowing us to grow crops, even under the ground. Of course, if it ever stops glowing, for whatever reason, we'll all be in quite a lot of trouble. But don't concern yourself with such dark thoughts. I'm sure we have nothing to worry about.
Alright, do you know a way out of here?
Now that's an interesting question. I personally don't know any way out, no. However, I have a theory. It's more of a hypothesis, really. My thinking is that if there was a way out of here, the dwarves who built this place must have known about it.
But the dwarves disappeared ages ago.
True, but we can learn all sorts of things about them from what they left behind. Inscriptions, architecture, relics, statues. And while I've discovered many things here, there are some parts of the city I haven't been able to get to.
Really?
I'm most interested in the palace, above the lake.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's sealed up tight. Only one man ever managed to enter, and he never came out. That was Narnabas, and we haven't heard from him in years. Strange fellow. I believe he was looking for the secrets of the dwarves too. If you could find a way in there,
I'm sure it would tell us a great deal about this place. Who knows what secrets we could uncover?
Or what Dwarven law would kind of strike everybody down with. Alright, I'll be going now.
Very well. Come back if you think of any questions about something you discover.
Yeah, man. Alright, later. Alright, let's see what we got next. You found a way into the abandoned palace. I don't even remember who Marius was. Let's see. I'm gonna avoid that girl over there. Alright, where are we going? Gotta find a way into the palace again. Above the lake house, so it's that over there, I think. Hello.
Oh, hello there, dear. New in town?
Yeah, what's your story?
Oh my, it's very nice of you to take an interest in my life, dear. But you don't need to humor an old woman.
I'm not humoring you, I'm genuinely interested.
Really? Well, you're the first person in the city to say that. Well, let's see. These days I mostly just sweep the streets here, keep them clean. Cleanliness
Somebody's
is
gotta do
next
it,
to
right?
godliness, or so they say. It's not very inspiring, as you can imagine, but the alternative is to wind up like poor Dooley.
Uh-oh. Who's Dooley?
Oh, you haven't met him yet. Don't worry, I'm sure he'll introduce himself to you sooner or later.
Uh-oh.
He's homeless. He lives in a cave by the lake. I
What?
feel sorry for him. I think
Cave
most
by
of
the
us
lake?
do. But ever since his brother died, he's been obsessing over some long-lost treasure. The Jarl
Okay.
decided because he can't work, he doesn't deserve to live in a house like the rest of us. So he lives
Oh,
in a
that's
tent
messed
in a
up.
cave of sorts. But don't let him drag you into it. I'm quite sure it's imaginary. A great loss can do terrible things to a person's mind.
I know what you mean.
Well, anyway, that's about all there is about me to tell, I'm afraid. I'm not very interesting.
Alrighty then. Alright.
Oh.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye.
Take it easy. Alright. So that's got my interest. Cave near the lake. That might be a way in. It might lead to a way into the palace. This is the abandoned palace. Main entrance. Right? So. And there's no way to get past that. That gate right there. So, makes me wonder if there's a back door. So let's go see about the cave. Okay. Oh. Not sure where this cave would be. Ouch. That looked like it hurt. Alright, so Dooley. What's the dude saying? Oh, none of them. Okay. Where is this cave? Where is this cave at? Maybe it's over here. Oh, there's a tent. Okay. Not the type of cave I thought it was going to be, apparently. Okay. Oh, that sucks. And this mod doesn't believe in helping you out at all, does it? No markers, no updates, nothing. Excuse me, Vernon. Who do I gotta talk to? Alright. Ismir.
Hello, neighbor.
Howdy. What's your story?
My story. Oh, not much to tell, love. I just work the land, make sure we've got enough food for everyone. Can't afford to run out here, you know? It's hard work.
Right.
Probably harder than being Jarl, but I don't mind it. Keeps me active as I'm getting on a bit. And I sleep soundly every night.
That's good. You don't think the Jarl works hard?
No, love. I don't think he works hard at all. And I'd say the same to his face if I ever saw him. But he's always hiding up there in his citadel, doing... You know what? I'm not even sure what he does. I know he doesn't keep order. We've got the dwarves' law for that. But live and let live, I say. Long as I have a roof over my head and food on my table, and good neighbors like Gulvar, I can't complain.
No, that's good. Do you know a way out of here?
Oh, come on, love. It's not that bad, is it? You've only just arrived. Why not give the place a chance before you go looking for a way out?
I don't belong here. I need to get out.
That's more like it.
I don't wanna stay here as
Love
long
me
as
seeing
I
you
don't
around,
have
love.
to. I don't want to get stuck down here. Alright, let's see. Looks like everybody's going to bed. Alright, I'm supposed to have a house down here somewhere, but I do not remember where it's at. Oh, that's that one girl. Alright, I'm gonna quick save it again. Just to be safe. In case it bugs it. Here she comes, here she comes.
Help! There's a looter coming into the city. I saw a man come down the shaft, but he was armed and he looked like a looter. If he makes it into the city and starts attacking people, he'll break the dwarves' law, and who knows what will happen. You have to stop him. Everybody, go home and lock your doors.
Is this the place?
Not now. We're so close to a breakthrough.
Hey!
Ah, here we go. Okay, maybe it's right here. After all. Yep.
Over here!
Get out of here.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Anybody else? Is this the entrance? Whoa. Oh, okay. That's Dark Brotherhood? Was that dude after me? Let's see, what was that? Warlock's orders. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Is there any more coming down from up there? Guess not. Okay. Wow. Alright, what'd that say? Gotta find Quintus. Alright.
Is it over? Is it safe?
Yeah, the looters are dead.
Oh, thank the gods. What a relief. We're so lucky that you arrived in time to stop them. I'll be sure to tell everyone what you've done for us. Thank you so much. If there's ever anything my husband Tabik and I can do to help you, just ask.
What's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. My husband Tabik runs the clothing store in town. You should stop by. I'm sure you'll leave looking much better. Not that you don't look good now, I mean, it's just, you know, nice clothes are... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm no good at selling anything. I guess that's why they've got me sweeping the floors day in, day out. Well, that, and we weren't invited to be layabouts in the Jarl's Citadel. Did you see anyone working in the Citadel? I'll bet you didn't. They just amuse themselves all day, while those of us down here do all the work.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
And why? Because Habik's a Redguard and I'm a Breton. I bet if we were both Imperial, it'd be a different story. The worst part is we left Solitude to get away from bigoted Nords after our son died. But here the Imperials are even worse.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
What happened to your son?
Oh. No offense, but I'd rather not talk about it. Too many painful memories. And besides, there are enough sad stories around this place as it is. But if you're interested,
I get it.
you can talk to my husband, Habik, in his shop, Firefly Finery.
I'll check it out. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Alright.
Let's see. Actually, let's go back into that and go through.
I guess that's why they've got me.
Layabouts.
Did you see?
Let's get back through that part.
The worst part is we left Solitude to get away from... Of course.
Alright, can I ask you something? Ever thought about challenging the Jarl?
What would we do? Start a rebellion? No way. Not after the dwarves' warning. You know, the many shall suffer for the sins of the one, and
Who's
all
to
that.
say the one isn't the Jarl?
I'd be a fool not to. If you're not convinced, you should go and talk to Broll in his chambers. He knows more about the dwarves than anyone.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna take off. Thank you. Alright. Man. Where to find Quintus? I have no clue. There is no markers whatsoever. Let's see. Oh, these are my... This is my chambers. Okay, cool. How much for room? Oh! Okay, there's stairs. Oh, okay, maybe this isn't my room. Underground tunnels. I guess it's not my room. Oh, are you Quintus?
Hey,
Now.
I hear you dealt with those looters swiftly. Great work.
Oh yeah. Do you know any way out of here?
You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. But I'll tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. There are much worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about the dwarves' law. But once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad. Nothing new to me, anyways.
What can you tell me about the dwarves' law?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. That's about all I know. You should go and talk to Brohl in his chambers if you want to know more.
I've already talked to him. Alright, I'll be going now.
Well,
Later.
come on back anytime you like.
Yep, later. Quintus! Where are you, dude? No, Rikus. I'm looking for Quintus. Maybe he's one of these guys here. Oh. Oh. Damn. You know where Quintus is, guy?
Oh, hello there.
Howdy.
I'm
What's your
Viking
story?
from Hyrak. I've studied history at the Imperial City, which led me to Skyrim in search of Dwemer ruins. And now I'm here. Some days I just can't believe my luck. Working with Brawl, researching the richest source of Dwemer history and technology I could have imagined. I feel like we're on the brink of some amazing discoveries about the Dwemer. Who knows? Maybe we'll find not all of them have disappeared.
Can you tell me about the history of this place?
I could, but Brawl knows much more than I do. You should really talk to him.
Already did.
Ask him any question you have. He's amazingly knowledgeable.
Do you need any help with your research?
Now that you mentioned it, I do. I need you to get something for me, and it won't be easy. I've tried everything I can think of, and still nothing. There's a big Nord living down in the city called Rikus. You may have seen him walking around in an immaculate example of dwarven armor. I need that armor. It's the only one like it, and I believe it to be crucial in unlocking the secret of this place. The trouble is, before I could get a good look at it, that brute Rikas claimed it as his own, and has been wearing it ever since. I've tried everything. Appeals to his better nature, flattery, charm, even threats. It's like negotiating with a brick wall. The only thing I haven't tried is violence, and you know how that would end. But I'm convinced there's a way to get it. There has to be.
Alright, I'll try and get it.
Thank you. If you do manage to get it, you're welcome to keep it. I just need to have a quick look at it, that's all.
Why don't I just tell him that then? Alright, I'll be going.
That's fine. I've got a lot of reading to do if I'm going to know half as much as Brawl one day.
Alright, where's Quintus? I'm looking for Quintus' house. Fear none. Rikus. Golden Sentinel Tavern. Maybe he's in there. Alright, who we got here? Astasia? And Asanchi? Quintus? Oh, Degwan. Oring. Blue. Does anybody know where Quintus is? Huh? Right.
I heard you took care of some looters for us. If only there was something I could do to thank you. Let me know if you think of anything.
Oh, her. Okay. Alright, what do you have for sale?
Take a good look. See anything you like?
Oh boy. Take that lockpick. Let's see. Do I have anything to sell her?
Take a good look.
Go back
See
in there.
anything you like?
Go to potions. There we go. Okay, I want to keep the frostbite venom. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That. Okay. She ain't got much gold, so I ain't gonna take it all. Alright, what's your story?
You want to hear about little old me? Aren't you adorable? But wouldn't you rather hear what I know about everyone else around here? Go on. Ask me.
Alright. Let's see. Before that, you know way out of
Only one
here.
way out of this city, and that's through the bottom of a mug of moonshine, if you get me. Solve all your problems. At least for a while. But then again, some folks will overdo it. Ulrin, the Dunmer fellow, can't miss him, hit the drinks pretty hard after his wife, Maisie, disappeared. Just sits there, night after night. Poor guy. Wish I knew what happened to her. Caught lots of people talking, but nobody seems to know anything. Odd.
Weird. Alright. Have you heard any rumors?
Did you know there are tunnels running all the way under the city?
Yeah.
Last one to go down there was Brandis, and it sent him to his deathbed.
Okay. What else?
Did you know that beautiful palace above the lake is sealed? Brawl says the last person to go in there locked it behind him. I wonder what's in there.
Next?
Nobody here locks their door, except the Jarl. I hear there's a locked room on the top floor of the Citadel, but nobody's seen what's inside. Did you notice the big crack in the floor near the city gate? They say some poor fool fell to his death trying to scale the front of the Citadel.
Ouch.
There's something creepy about Marius up in the Citadel. Plus, he never comes down to the tavern. And you just can't trust a man who doesn't drink. Have you seen Rygus walking around in that shiny armor of his, all paranoid, like those dwarven statues are going to spring to life any minute?
Alright, it's not highlighted anymore, so it's done. Alright. I'll be going now.
Oh, so soon? Well, you know where to find me, honey.
You take it easy. Alright, okay. Yeah. We spent this whole episode talking to NPCs and trying to figure out where to go, what to do. So we need to talk to Ulrin. We need to talk to Rykus. We need to talk to Quintus. And I think that's going to be the first part of what we do in the next episode, because we're already at our limit now. So I'm going to go ahead and call the episode here, and we're going to pick this back up in next week's episode. So thank y'all for joining me. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell. That'll let you know whenever I publish new ones. Alright, y'all take it easy. Later.